Hi guys, and welcome back to another one of my rankings. This time we're doing the defenders. Last time we did the attackers, and we did that well. I've got a couple more from last time, but let's quickly go into the defenders and get onto it. In last place, in 28th place, in my opinion, this is my opinion, in last place, you obviously have to have Tashanka. I know, flipping Lord, isn't he? He's a god, everyone loves Tashanka, but let's be honest, he's not really very useful. I mean, when do you ever see a Chanka main in ranked? Like, that is, like, his loadout's very meh, SMG's alright, shotgun's alright, pistols are pretty good, proximity alarm and barbed wire, not great. Next, we've got Ella. Now, people say Ella's shotgun is absolutely amazing. And it can be, but I'm talking about this gun. The amount of recoil is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you got the barbed wire and deployable shield, which is pretty good, and the good pistol. Her gadget is really good, but just because of her gun, it rates her so low. Next we have, I'm gonna go with my guy Frost. I really hate Frost. Like, I really despise a Frost. I have Super 90, it's an alright shotgun. Shoots pretty quickly, that's first 12 for Valken at Oryx. Not bad, like not actually that bad. It's fun to use, but she's like, her SMG is what you're going to be using, and it's absolutely awful. Like, it does no damage, and its fire rate is so slow. Her pistol's not bad, but she does have deployable shields, which she can do with the frost mats that everyone knows. I think we're on 25 now. I'm going to go with Castle. I'm putting Castle this low. Mainly because, actually I don't mind Castle, but I'm putting him this low just because there's so many good operators on defense. UMP and mediocre gun, USG, meh again. He does have super short, he does, and has proximity alarms, but he's a very mediocre loadout and his gadget isn't very useful at all. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go with Goyo. Like, don't get me wrong, I love his loadout. Like, Vector, one of the best SMGs in the game. PT-29, one of the best pistols in the game. He does have C4 as well. But when have you ever seen Goyo played regularly? His Vulcan shield is absolutely awful. I think it's one of the worst shields in the game. Well, worst gadgets in the game. Next, I'm gonna go with Rook. And the reason I'm going Rook now, like, everyone like, oh, Rook's really good, he has MP5. But also to Doc, and Doc is just better than Rook. This is my opinion. A lot of people think differently on this one. But, like, impact grenades and proximity, probably want to use impact grenades, but it depends if you like the proximities. But, like, he's just a B-Tech Doc, and his gadget's not really useful. Can be pretty useful, but just not very useful. Next, I'm gonna go with Alibi. I actually don't mind Alibi. Like, she's pretty good. I don't mind her. Her gun's really good. Her pistols are really good. Her secondary gadgets are pretty good, but her gadget isn't really used in higher ranks, and it won't really be useful in higher ranks because people know to just shoot the bottom and it's easy. She can be useful for giving intel, but she's just just use cameras if you want to use Alibi, if you want to know where people are. Now we're getting onto the good ones. You're going to notice I haven't put Clash or Warden yet. I'm going to save them for later as honorable mentions because I think I mean, like, Clash is so meme, and then Warden, I love Warden, and it'd just be a biased opinion if I ranked them. So, next, after Alibi, I'm gonna go with Smoke. I don't actually really like Smoke. A lot of people like Smoke just because he has that good shotgun and an SMG-11, which some people are really good with. And he has 2 really good secondary gadgets, but I don't really like Smoke. His FMG-9, which a lot of people use, again, I don't really like the holographic sight on that gun, which Knock also has, and I actually hate that Knock has that gun, because she deserves better, pretty much. After Smoke, we've got Capcan. Capcan is really good. His gadget is really good, but he's a lot of effort to do. He has C4, which is why I'm ranking him this highly. His C4 is so useful. And that SMG is not too bad. And the pistols, again, pretty good. His gadget is a lot of effort, but because just by that, I'm going to put him now instead of a higher position. Okay, and now I'm going to go with Vigil. Like, Vigil's SMG is one of the best SMGs in the game. Like, it's so good. I love it. It's so fun to use. Like, it does a load of damage. He also has the boss shield, which is such a fun gun to use. He also has really good secondary weapons and impacts, but his gadget is like a very boring gadget and not very fun to play with. Next, I'm going to go with Oryx. A lot of people will disagree with this one, I know that. I like Oryx. Like, he's a fun operator. You're not going to see him in higher ranks because of his gadget. Like, his gadget's not too good, but it is so fun to mess around with. He has MP5, again, another fun gun. Also his Spaz 12, another fun gun. And this pistol, I love this pistol. If you want to hit heavy pistol shots for your own montages, I'd recommend using this because it is so fun to use. And to be honest, the amount of wall bangs, one taps I've got with this gun is literally too many, pretty much. Does have proximities and barbed wire, which do let him down a little bit. But his gadget's not like too good, but he's a very fun player to use, and that's why I'm ranking him above the people I've ranked. Next, I'm gonna go with Malusi. A lot of like pretty much the whole player base will disagree with me on this one. Very good SMG, very good pistol, very good secondary gadgets. But because she had that buff and it doesn't do that much, like the actual space that the Banshee is, she's not the same as what she was. Yeah, and that's why I'm putting her here. She has a good loadout, but pretty much I don't really like her gadget anymore. Next, I'm gonna go with Legion. Like, don't get me wrong, Legion is so good. Like, Legion is sick. I think now we're getting onto the ones that are just, like, good no matter what. You've got a good SMG, a really good pistol, you've got impact grenades, and the gadget literally shows up on your screen where the person is, and it just does like 5 damage every couple of seconds, and it's so good. He's a very, very sweaty operator. I don't recommend using in casual because you'll get really bored, but he's so good, so good. Now that's why I'm ranking Legion here. Next, I'm going with Pulse. I could swap Pulse, Legion around. But I'm not. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, the reason I'm putting Pulse here, he's a very fun operator to use with C4, with USG, with UMP, but like his gadget's alright. I think the gadgets is why I'm putting him in this spot. I probably would have ranked him a little bit lower if I did this again, but I don't know. UMP is an alright SMG, one of the worse ones actually. Again, 2 very medium pistols and then C4. So he's not bad, and he's very good on some sites, very good on some maps as well. So that's why I'm ranking Pulse here, and he's also a free speed, which really helps him. Next, I'm going with Mute. I love Mute. Like, a lot of people like Mute, but I really like Mute. His gun, MP5K, one of the better SMGs. You got the SMG11 and you got C4. Like, it's amazing. His gadget, I don't really need to talk about his gadget. His gadget is his gadget, and his gadget is amazing. Okay, after Mute, I'm gonna go with Cav. Okay, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. So, Cav, I don't mind. A lot of people like Cav just because of her loadout, and her silent step is really fun to use. She can get interrogations, and that's a really cool, like, added on thing to her. She has not a bad SMG and not a bad shotgun. Obviously her pistol's really good. She does have proximities now, but still probably stick to the impacts. Okay, next after Cav, now we're getting on to really, really, really good operators. Next I'm going with Mai. He's a B-Tech Jaeger. He does have the AUG with the hollow, which I really recommend. It's such a good gun with the hollow. Like, not many people like this gun with an ACOG for IQ, but if you use it with a hollow, it's so good. It hits such heavy damage. You can use proximities and deployable shields, which is again really good, with Keratos and P12. So 2 good pistols as well. It does have the MP5 as well to back up on if you don't really like the AUG. His magnet system, again, just a B-Tech Jaeger, but it's quite fun to use. That's why I'm ranking him quite high. After Wamai, I'm going to go with Kade. Don't get me wrong, Kade is so good. Like, his AUG is very good. Don't know why it's not an AR, but it's not. It's a very heavy damage, but its fire feels really, really, really slow. He also has a really, really, really good pistol, which a lot of people like and a lot of people don't. There's a lot of mixed opinions about this, but he also does have revolver, which is again another good thing. He does also have C4, so he's pretty much a bandit, but I'd say Bandit's main weapon is probably a little bit better, so that's why I'm going to rank Bandit higher. So, next. After Kade, I'm going to go with Echo. Echo's gun, one of the best SMGs in the game. Like, so good, has ACOG, has bearing 9, has the P229, has impacts, has his gadget, which is again like to deny bomb plants, and just is so good. Such a good operator to use if you want to sort out ranked and stuff like that. Okay, next after Echo, I'm gonna go with my friend Mirror. Now, I actually really like Mirror for one reason. Well, for a couple reasons, actually. She has Vector, one of the best SMGs in the game. She has USP, one of my favourite pistols in the game, if not my favourite pistol in the game. She has C4, and her gadget is ridiculous. You can mirror me, which pretty much, if you find a good spot, which pretty much is most sites, it works 9 times out of 10. She's funny to use. And she's just really good as well in rank. You can use her in quit, you can use her in rank. So an all-round really fun operator and good operator to play. Now we're getting into pretty much top tier. So we have Mozzie, we have Valkyrie, we have Maestro, we have Jaeger, we have Bandit, we have Doc. I think they're the only ones left. Next I'm going to go with Maestro. Like, he has an LMG. Like, there's not really much to say about it. He's a defender with an LMG. If he had ACOG back, I don't even know if I'd use it, just because I'm so addicted to using the holo, and I love it. He has Keratos and the LMG. He has impact. He has so much, and his gadget is so useful for intel. And sorry about that. We're back. Next, okay, so we've got Valkyrie, Mozzie, Doc, Jaeger, Bandit left. Next, I'm gonna go with Jaeger. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna go with Bandit. They're so similar, these two operators. MP7, one of the best SMGs in the game, if not best SMG in the game. P12, one of the best pistols in the game. And C4, there's not much really to say about Bandit. He's Bandit and he's very good. You can Bandit trick, and if you're really good at Bandit tricking, you are a really good Bandit. Okay, next, after Bandit, I was going to go with Jaeger, and I'm going to stick with Jaeger. His loadout, so you've got 416 carbine, one of the best one of the best weapons on the defending team. And P12, again, one of the best pistols, also has barbed wire, which is very useful. His gadget is ridiculous. His gadget is Jaeger's gadget. He's Jaeger. What's there more to say about Jaeger? He is Jaeger, and he's very good. Okay, top 3 I think now. Tell me if I've missed anyone out. Mozzie, Valkyrie and Doc. In 3rd place, I'm going to go with Mozzie. Such a good gun. Both of them, to be honest. I usually use the AR, I think everyone does, pretty honest. But they're both really good guns. Fun to use operator. Drones in rank, drones in casual. That reload is really funky on every gun. He has a funky reload. He has C4. He's such a fun operator to play, and his gadget is so useful, especially if you get that Twitch drone. That Twitch drone can come in clutch if you get it. And now, top 2 operators. In 2nd place, I'm going with Valkyrie. Anyway, Valkyrie, her gun, MPX, what an SMG, one of the best SMGs in the game. Shotgun, Spaz 12, one of the best shotguns in the game. Deagle, one of the best pistols in the game. C4, best secondary gadget. She's just everywhere you look, she's good. Everywhere you look. Her cameras are pretty much what you use every round, what you get kills with, if you're Valk, your camera's pretty much your life. If you have a Valk in your team, you're guaranteed to get a couple kills just from those Valk cams being in clutch if you put them in good places. Because some people I know like don't really put them in good places, and so there's some people I know who put them in really good places, and the people who put them in really good places get more kills with her. And the people who put them bad, so it really matters on where you put your Valk cams. But she is such a good operator. She's Valkyrie, and she's one of the best in the game. Okay, in 1st position, you know who's coming. I think you probably expected this from the start. You've got Doc. I mean, Doc's Doc. MP5. Same as Rook, but Doc, MP5. What a gun, what an SMG, anchoring sight, roaming, whatever you want to do with Doc. He's a pretty much, you can do anything with Doc. You've got MP5, you've got P9, one of the best pistols in the game. You've got Revolver, again, another good pistol. You've got Barbed Wire, really useful. And his gadget is like, pretty much, if you go into a ranked game, you're pretty much guaranteed to see a Doc every round. Not every round, but most rounds. If a team are playing it correctly, you have a Doc every round. Just because he is so useful, his gun's really good, and his gadget's really good, and he's just he's just really good. For anchoring sight, for roaming, for whatever you want to do with Doc, he's Doc. Okay, honourable mentions, you got Clash. Well, she's Clash. Bit of a meme operator, not really good. She's probably, if I actually ranked her properly, she'd be in my last place. I honestly think she's absolute garbage. She's so trash in my opinion. She's not very good at all, but because I'm not really ranking her, because I probably annoy a lot of people just because she's a meme operator, and it means she's Clash, isn't she? And then another honourable mention, we've got Warden. I was sort of a Warden main, so I can't really mark him because I'd probably mark him first. I don't know if I still have a Warden main. I haven't played him in a long time. It's just I don't really feel like playing him, especially with his attrition mode. Very fun to try out all the new operators that I could get. C4. He has MPX, he has that shotgun, which is really fun to use. He has SMG-12 and P10C. He'd probably be in the middle of a road because his gadget isn't too good, but his loadout is amazing. So he'd probably be in the middle of a road near Oryx, near Wamai, near Oryx, near Alibi, around there, to be honest. Anyway, that's going to do it for my ranking of the defenders. I got a montage coming out next week on Sunday, so stay tuned for that, or Monday, depends when I get it out in time. I've got most of the clips ready, so yeah, stay tuned until then. Goodbye.